Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday.
What is that from?
It's for you.
Yeah. That shit's proper.
What kind of tequila is that?
That was the Raiders offense.
Looking a little bit more like the Raiders defense.
So a little bit.
I broke my hand on that shot.
Sup, y'all? Fuck y'all. Welcome to another edition of the Drink Tank Podcast. I am Steb Montez. Joining me to my right, your left, is the birthday boy himself. It is John Robertson.
Happy birthday to me.
And, of course, across the table from me and across the table from you if you're watching, because nobody's watching this week, but why not, right? Sean Parker.
I'm the only black person in Monterey right now.
That's not true.
It's probably true. Oh, there's two more? Okay.
Yeah, there's two more, and I know like one of them at least is on the way over. And, of course, as always, producer Jason.
I have a chair.
You look intent over there. You're like really happy.
He looks really happy with it, doesn't he?
Like you just got blown.
Usually Jason's sitting on the shittiest stool in my shop. Now he's on like the Jabba the Hutt chair. We're all...
Started at the bottom, now I'm here.
And of course, intern Nancy's here eating some sort of what are you eating?
Nuts.
These
Of
nuts.
course, almonds.
These nuts.
Hey, what's the name get at you yesterday?
Fun fact: almonds are not nuts. Okay, moving along. Every week we get together, we drink some booze, and we talk about sports, politics, music, and everything in between. This week we're going to be drinking. What are we drinking, Sean? What drink? What cocktail?
We're drinking Palomas that intern Nancy cooked up. They're,
All right.
They are tequila. I don't know what kind of tequila we used. Whatever crap you had downstairs.
Cazadores.
Cazadores.
It's not crap.
And then we some grapefruit juice, some agave, and fresh squeezed lime.
No
And
Sprite?
No squirt. They didn't have squirt in Monterey.
Ah, boo.
I told Steve they weren't.
It was in PG. It's not like don't
yeah.
generalize Monterey.
That's
and
true,
Pacific
that's
Grove.
true.
We're a little tiny dry town.
Yes. So no squirt. No grape drink. They had nothing at the.
You ain't going to find Manzanita Soul.
At the Grove Mart, they didn't have a lot. A lot of excuse me, big black dude. Can you get out of my way
No
in the store?
No strawberry soda over there.
No,
Sean?
and all the white dudes at the counter that make the sandwiches look like they want to spit on my shit as soon as I walked in.
No, the funny thing is they actually do have strawberry soda there. They do. They do have that. That's for certain. This is a different setup for us. I could barely see John if I turned my neck. this
Hi.
way. Hi.
How you doing?
All right. What did you? I'm gonna go to the right. I'm gonna throw everything off this week. What did you do
I
this
worked
week?
really hard. Fucking sucked. What?
I'm moving on. What did you do
Next.
this week?
Pretty much the same thing.
I don't even remember what I did this week.
All I did was prepare for today. Today, if you do not know, is football Christmas.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this year, football Christmas falls on John's birthday. Unfortunately for John, that means no football Christmas gifts. But he got to come hang out with us. We're doing a remote broadcast this week. We are in my house.
Yeah, you already opened your present too.
I did.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
Sean.
What was my present?
Packers won.
Oh, that's right.
Sean, does it smell like tacos or is it just me?
A little bit. This house does smell like a little bit taco-ish.
It's been, I brought the Mexican into this house.
It smells like cilantro a little bit.
Oh, I
Some
see.
onions.
Smells like the Lowry's taco seasoning packet.
It smells professional.
Man, that Lowry's taco seasoning has never been in a Hispanic household. Ever.
It's true. If you are wanting to follow us, we're on Twitter at DTPod, like Drink Tank Podcast, but pod.
DT Pod.
And the drinktankpodcast.com. And that also goes for Facebook. You can just type in the Drink Tank Podcast and we come right up.
And YouTube, but you have to search for that shit.
That's true.
Because it's YouTube/XQP413L capital M. It's
And if you want to follow producer Jason, meganslaw.com.
We'll get better about the YouTube thing. We just started uploading episodes last week to YouTube, so if you want to find us there, we'll start linking them as well for you on our website and on our Facebook, or our Facebook anyway. I don't know about our website.
And don't get too excited because the YouTube is just audio. But if you want
Right,
to actually see us, most of the time you can find us on Periscope.
Right.
You know,
But not this time because
we could
Monterey
just set
internet sucks.
somebody's phone up and record it.
I was 18 when it happened.
And then put that up on YouTube.
You got a phone with 3 hours of HD video available?
We could do that. We can make it
Want to
happen.
follow that up.
I don't even want to know about you anymore, Jason.
I caught that, Jason.
All about that.
These palomas are delicious, by
They
the
are.
way.
They're excellent.
Nice of
Nancy.
them.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, it's a good, very soothing drink. I have the worst headache because I've been drinking beer since 9 a.m. this morning.
Yeah, we got an early start.
All right, so what are we starting with this week?
Kim Davis is the bigot for me.
Shut that cunt's mouth or I'll come over there and fuck-start her head.
Amen,
And
brother.
gay folks is the way to be. So this is a Kim Davis update because she's the fulcrum around which the Republican primary for president is rotating right now. She got out of jail And Mike Huckabee got a bunch of bigots together, and they set up a stage in front of the jailhouse so she could.
Fuckabee.
Is it Fuckabee or Flockabee?
Fuckabee.
Walk up,
So,
Fuckabee.
Fat Fuckabee decided that it was time to have a little stage performance thing. She got out of jail and walked up the stairs to the soothing tunes of Survivor's Eye of the Tiger, which you'll recognize from Rocky movies.
How does that song go?
Dan,
You're a tomato can rock.
hate all the gays
That's her version.
and most blacks.
Just because.
So, that was problematic for reasons that we'll disclose a little bit later. She came out in front of a crowd of rabid Christians with like photos
Rabid
of
Christians.
late term abortions and crosses and God hates somebody and perish go to hell signs and real fun stuff. Real uplifting crowd. She came out and said a bunch of stuff about how God's people are strong people and they will not stop. And if they don't, she's going to go back to jail. Unless, did you guys hear about the Oath Keepers?
Yes, I did.
The Oath Keepers are going down there to have themselves a good old standoff, buddy.
Someone posted a photo or their little video, the video of them talking about.
Yeah.
Well, not the video, but the audio. A video of the
Yeah.
audio of them talking about what they were going to do.
Yep.
If they tried to
They gonna
arrest.
shoot some judges.
Right, and I just posted a picture when someone was like put it up on. I posted a picture of just somebody eating popcorn. It was Jesus eating popcorn, just like yes, go on.
So the Oath Keepers ostensibly are guys that are so passionate about the Constitution that they vow to uphold their oath that they took to uphold the Constitution, and in order to do so, they can't fucking wait to shoot some cops or judges or soldiers or rangers or whoever comes
yeah.
These
to
guys-
try and explain the difference between contempt of court and being jailed for being a Christian. These motherfuckers aren't trying to hear
don't
explanations.
care.
They're trying to shoot some cops.
And
So
they wear camo like everywhere they go.
that's why I've never seen one.
I've never seen one, right?
It's just like hovering AR-15s walking down the street in the middle of shithole towns where
like-
nobody wants to live in.
You got twigs on your snapback, brother.
So Kim Davis, if the Oath Keepers don't start World War III or another civil war, she's supposed to return to work on Monday. That's tomorrow for us. It's probably yesterday for people listening to this. All her supporters are really adamant that Kentucky should find a way to accommodate her religious beliefs, which I guess means Kentucky just gets to ignore the 14th Amendment and the Supreme Court's interpretation of the 14th Amendment, and whichever federal judge decides the case which they brought and lost, it's over. What the fuck? Like, what accommodations do we have to make? And if we want to do that, can we run the clock back and be like, some people really don't want black folks to marry white folks. Can't we make accommodations for their religious beliefs? Because that's kind of how they framed the fucking argument in Loving V, Virginia. That was only, 30 years ago?
40.
It's
40
big,
years ago?
I gotta say, it's bigger than hip hop.
You got to say that.
I just want to make sure I'm clear on that.
Kentucky and accommodate never go together very well.
Kentucky ain't about accommodating.
We can accommodate
So,
y'all, right?
like I said, there's
always
no
bad.
there's no easy way for them to accommodate anything unless the problem is that the legislature won't reconvene until January, and that's the only way that you could change the statute that applies to all this. So Governor Beshear could basically call the legislature into a special.
Punishment booze. I bet that was Stebby with the birthday ring.
What does it say? What does it say? Read the text back, would you?
It says,
happy
to
birthday.
me, Sean and Jason, it's bigger than hip hop. Drink ya bish. we have for listeners that have no idea what's going on. We have a rule that if our phone makes noise, we have to drink punishment.
I
booze.
knew Sean. I knew John's phone was on.
Is that happy birthday to me?
Yeah.
So, sorry, I was trying to talk about the Kentucky Constitution, but
Which is also bigger than hip hop, apparently.
nobody gives a fuck about the Kentucky Constitution.
Do they have their own constitution? Is that what you're saying?
Pretty much all the states do.
Constitution.
I didn't know that because I'm ignorant.
So Governor Beshear could convene the General Assembly. Basically, like the state of Kentucky could spend a few $1 million to call a special session so they could write a special bigot enabler law.
Bigot enabler.
And figure out some way to make it so that
Bigot enabler.
if for any religious objection,
Lord have mercy.
like this would be like a special version of the Religious Freedom Protection Act. But the problem is it's always a Pandora's box. So it's like if you say it's okay for her to deny rights to gay folks, then the next person's going to be like, I really don't like black people living in my town.
That's going to be the next thing,
Why do you
right?
keep
You're
going
opening the door for this.
Why do you keep going back to black people?
Because it's Kentucky. And
Why you keep looking at me, man?
Because you're black. He's just making sure
I'm
there's
not
no.
trying to get married in Kentucky, though.
He's just making sure a right cross isn't coming straight down the middle.
Sean, good advice. Stay the fuck out of Kentucky, dude.
I've been doing it my whole life.
Not just because you're gay.
I've been doing a great job of it.
Sean, don't take it personal. Steve is black in Kentucky.
That's true. Actually, when I get my beard going in most places, they don't want me on a plane.
Yeah, I see that.
It's a fact.
He does grow a solid tallow
I
beard.
did have
Yeah.
I had a good solid beard going, and we were on our way to Mexico, and of course, out of like
You're trying to go home, and they won't let you.
we were coming back from Mexico.
Okay, that was the problem.
Yeah, we're coming back from Mexico, and of course, I got tapped. Like, yeah, you
Hey,
come on over
buddy.
here.
Yeah.
So, final wrap up. Super bigot Kim Davis has asked the court to stay the ruling, allowing her to go back to work and continue denying gay folks or all people in Rowan County. Because that was the thing. She said no marriages whatsoever because this is hard for me to take. And then while she was in jail, the deputy clerks were like, well, shit, here's your marriage licenses. And they were handing them out to everybody. So she's going to come back and prevent them from doing that. And then, or that's what she's trying to do. Or then if she doesn't get the stay on the ruling, she'll probably go back to jail or something. What?
I was just going to ask, guys, because, Huckabee came out and glommed onto this. Is he getting a boost for this? Is it, like, helping his cause at all?
Yeah, dude, he went from 1.037% to 1.0373%.
You don't say.
But
0.
the margin of error
Zero.
is 9 points, so Fuckabee can go fuck himself.
Okay.
No, he's getting nothing. He's a joke.
So it's a waste of everybody's time.
Dude, what was super fun, if you can go, Rachel Maddow ran the video. Ted Cruz showed up and tried to crash Mike Huckabee's event. And Mike Huckabee's staffer, I forget the guy's name, is a short little Asian dude who, like, Ted Cruz comes out of the jail with his, like, super punchable, shitty face, like his stupid look on his face that he was born with. And he's like heading over to the stage, just like doo doo doo. And then Mike Huckabee's staffer was like, "Nah, son, you need to be over there in the audience." And Ted Cruz, like, you can't hear any audio. It's just like a long distance television shot of him fighting with the staffer. And Ted Cruz is like, "But all the votes are over there." And he's like, "Yeah, that's where my candidate is. So you can go fuck right on off." And then he like touches his arm, and like it gets super awkward. And they get face to
Dicey.
face. Ted Cruz gives him this shitty like, "Do you know who I am?" look, and he's like, "Yeah, your audience, bitch." And Ted Cruz does nothing. He turns around and leaves. And so my whole thing, like, here's my takeaway. I'm like, oh, so you're the guy that's going to go nose to nose with the Ayatollah or
Yeah,
Putin?
he can't be my president.
I'm like, I just saw a 5'4" Asian Mike Huckabee staffer fucking walk you down, girl.
You can't be my president if you're
Not
backing
my
down.
president.
Nope.
So here's my punishment booze for Ted Cruz. Hopefully Ken Davis will go back to jail.
What's up with that Survivor song?
Well, we'll see. Yeah, the band Survivor has filed a $1.2 million lawsuit against Kim Davis and Mike Huckabee over the unauthorized use of its song, Eye of the Tiger, as they say, a hit song. Davis, as we just talked about, coming out of jail and having her big, like, release, if you will. I don't see any Brothers in the Hood coming out to songs. You know what I mean? What would your walk-up song? What would your walkout song be?
Out
Sean?
of denying gay marriage, out of jail, coming out.
No,
that
just in
song
general.
be?
Just in general. Like, if you were coming
I
out
want
with
to
a
know
song.
everybody's coming out of jail song.
That's what
Mike
this...
coming out of. Oh, wow. Go around to somebody else first. I got to think about
Okay,
this.
we're going to go to the left. Jay, think about it real quick. What do you got?
We want some pussy?
Yes!
That's it. That's
Jason
it.
gets it!
Yeah, you win. I can't top that.
Oh, you got to come with it. Come
Okay. All right, go ahead, John. What do you got?
Loving you.
That's John's going into jail song, too.
Oh, my God.
That was a valiant try, Steve.
on.
I'm
geez.
coming out to Can't. I keep forgetting we're not in love anymore. Michael McDonald.
That's good.
Nice, dude.
I would come out to Bette Midler's Wind Beneath My Wings.
Nice.
Because I want people to recognize game.
I think Jay gets it, though.
So-
He wants a pussy.
Honest, like, who is happier than Survivor that Kim Davis walked up those steps?
Oh,
to
man.
Survivor.
They're like, last
Eye of
5
the
years have
Tiger.
been rough. We've been doing shows for $1,400 at clubs that are like
Seriously.
2 to 300 people capacity, selling them out and just bummed out to play this song.
You know,
Yeah.
you know what's funny is people unofficially use that song all the time.
all the fucking time.
They jumped
Dude,
right on that.
people have been unofficially using that song like every 4 minutes since 1987. But Kim Davis does it, and they're like, nah.
You don't get a pass, Davis.
Good for them. Good for them that they're just like,
Yeah, no more. No,
Yeah,
so
no.
basically on their Facebook they wrote, "No, we did not grant Kim Davis any rights to use Eye of the Tiger. I would not grant her the rights to use Charmin."
I saw
And he says, "Come on, Mike, you're not the Donald, but you can do better than that.
Is it-
See y'all real soon."
Is it true that they're managed by Jeff Probst now?
Dude, I believe they're actually managed by their lead singer.
So here's the thing: Survivor, they're suing for 1.2 million. So I think they're actually trying to get paid on this one. In the same vein, Michael Stipe and REM are suing Ted Cruz and Donald Trump for $500 million for using "It's the End of the World as We Know It" when they had their Iran rally in front of the Capitol.
Now, there's conflicting reports that it's for $500,000, and there's also for 500. What'd you say?
500 million. Initially, I thought it was $500,000. And then I went and read the article and like, no, it's 500. It's half
holy
$1 billion.
That's gonna buy Stipe a lot of ironic T-shirts.
So he's not. They're not going to get
Lots
it.
of razors.
That's gonna buy him his religion back.
But my thing is like that's the difference between I think Survivor's trying to get paid and like get some box lunches, and REM's trying to be like, fuck you guys.
REM's like, we're building an empire. You're getting some lunch. Oh man, I could tackle a black man over that story.
So,
Transition.
Hey-o.
did you guys watch the U.S. Open this week?
Nope.
Well,
I only watched to the point where Serena lost, and Drake was like watching like this. Like,
Yeah, he was like, I'm going to
"Yes,
tap that.
Come on, Serena, you can do this. And
He
then no.
jinxed her. No, well, neither did James Blake. He didn't get to watch the U.S. Open either.
No, he did not.
He is former pro tennis player James Blake.
He's 40. He's retired.
Yeah, he's
I
retired.
didn't even realize he was retired.
Yeah, so
he's
he
a
was
very-
just going to check it. Like he's there to watch the tournament.
Yeah, he was wearing some really cool loungy gear from the video of him getting tackled to the
Yes.
ground.
So I don't know if you guys got a chance to watch, but he's waiting for his car outside his hotel.
He did look extremely threatening.
He was very black in Midtown Manhattan. That's a thing. That's a real thing.
he was wearing fucking boat shoes.
Yeah, he's wearing boat shoes. You know,
He was leaning up against the wall wearing like tight shorts and like a shirt with a little tiger on the corner of
threatening.
it.
I think he had a gun somewhere, right?
I was terrified just watching the video.
So
Sounds like Steve's dad.
if he was pretty much, and or like TJ, he looked just like TJ looks right now downstairs. But if you watch the video, he's just leaning up against the wall, checking his phone. A cop comes up, doesn't announce himself, runs up on him, tackles him to the ground, cuffs him, parades him down the street.
Yeah, you said like the cop comes up. The cop sprints.
Yeah, he sprints
into
up. Yeah,
him.
he ran up on him.
The crazier thing to me about this whole video, like watching the video, like we heard about the incident and then we got to see the video. The craziest thing to me about the video is the people walking by,
Just like
doing absolutely
because
nothing.
in New York, you see black people getting hemmed up all the time. It's a thing. Like,
Yeah, but the thing is, like, the guy's not in a uniform. Let's
Yeah.
make that very clear. He is
No,
in a white
it's
T-shirt
plain
and
clothes.
jeans, plain clothes.
And if he did announce his status as a police officer,
He gave, like-
did it in a way that was too fast to
I
be
think
interpreted.
he Crip signed it, or he did a gang symbol, and then I was all because
He did like the cop
Yeah,
gang
yeah,
sign
he's like-
halfway down the block before he rolled up on him.
So apparently the cop James Frasticor was there. He was doing an undercover sting on identity fraud or theft. I don't know that Blake looked like he stole somebody's identity. I don't know what that. He fit the description of somebody who did that, though.
Yeah, he fit the description. He's the
Yes,
number one
which
man.
I've been told that before, but
Motherfucker, you've been fitting the description since birth.
I'm just glad it wasn't me because like I would probably still be in jail.
Sean's been fitting the description since fitting the description.
The interesting thing about the cop that cuffed him and slammed him is he's been on the force for 4 years, and he's already got 4 cases pending against him for
one per
excessive
year.
force. Yeah,
And reportedly, there's 3 more that have been undocumented.
yeah, so
Like, how do 3 more go undocumented? Like, they don't officially report them?
I'm
not
fairly
sure.
certain that all 7 of those were made out.
my favorite
Yeah,
one,
well, of course. Of course. If you
my
ask
favorite
cops.
one is like there's this guy. His name's Leroy Klein, and he's driving. He gets pulled over.
Wait, Leroy, is he a black man?
I'm just gonna go on a limb and say that he's a black man. he's driving.
Nah, he is from Sweden. My name is Leroy.
Why are you wearing lederhosen?
Leroy.
Leroy. So he was driving. He gets pulled over. Officer comes up and goes, license registration. He's like, why'd you pull me over? License and registration. He
Why'd
just-
you pull me over?
and he keeps repeating it, and then he finally gets mad. And he opens his door, punches him in the mouth 3 times. But Leroy got charged with biting the officer's knuckle.
Oh Jesus! Dude, that's almost as bad as Baltimore, where they charged dude for property damage because he bled on their uniforms.
Yeah, right? Like
while
the
they're
same
beating the
thing.
shit out of him.
The commissioner, New York NYCPD commissioner, came out and apologized The cop at the time hadn't apologized. I don't know if he has yet, but he didn't apologize. So Bill Bratton, the commissioner, came out and apologized on Thursday.
But he also said it had nothing to do with race.
So
right?
they like asked Blake if it had anything to do with race, and he was kind of like him and Han, but he's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure it did. And the commissioner was like, I'm sorry. This was his quote. Sorry, it had nothing to do with race, which is a lie.
It's one of those things like it's like I don't think Bill Bratton like actually understands like you do get that like if this is a white dude they walk up and flash a badge and say, hey, can we ask you a few questions?
You get the courtesy of a conversation.
But because it's any black dude, it starts with the tackling.
Yep, and
like that's the point that we're trying to raise.
I'm actually glad that this happened to James Blake and not just a normal like everyday citizen black person.
Dude, 30 black dudes have been tackled by the NYPD.
And nothing it doesn't get reported.
No.
This is what goes on in New York. It's profiling. It's a thing.
This is what goes on in every major city that has police, dude.
It is true.
Man.
I mean, I feel like we do these like once a month, right?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah, so
Once a week.
Okay, let's take a quick break, and I got to pee. I don't know if anybody has to. Yes, thank you.
we can cross the streams.
And then we'll come back and we'll do some more, and then we got to watch some Cowboys
Yeah.
for Sean.
Yes.
There it is. Back in a minute.
Lot of mercy.
We are back. If you're still joining us, congratulations. You've made it this far into the podcast.
I don't recommend the rest of it.
Oh! It hurts so good.
What's that noise?
It's called rap music, John.
It's that rap shit,
Drop
isn't
that
it?
bass.
Periscope dancing.
Swag.
Oh, no Periscope.
Swag.
What does this song mean?
You bitch.
It means it's the Hashbrown challenge.
It's the Hashbrown Challenge, that's right. This week's Hashbrown Challenge brought to you by Hashbrowns. Brought to you by Orida.
Steve trapped out. Hold on a second. We got to get him back.
I tracked out. I'm sorry. We're back.
The Hashbrown Challenge brought to you by Rough Oridas. Really?
Brought to you by Snubway.
It takes a lot of tater tots to stop, drop, and open up shop.
Oh.
That was good. That might be up there. That might be good one.
That's how O-Riders roll?
Well, all right.
Hole.
All right, so this week's topic was NFL on TV. Examples were Clinton Dix, Ty Law and Order, and
That one's really good.
the Oakland Room Raiders.
Wait, did nobody do Tom Brady Bunch?
They did, but that was an example I'd thrown out.
Okay.
Yeah, the buzzer beater did do that. I actually don't know if I tweeted that out, but it was said on the show. Now we know Derek Lipkin really doesn't listen.
Your boy Tiger at the
Tigers
game.
at the Cowboy game for some reason.
We're watching the Cowboys play live, so Sean is literally freaking out.
I'm
right
Draxon Escalance right now.
So we had entries from the Black Viking, the buzzer beater, and at Derek Lipkin. We're going to start off with Black Viking. We're going to save the best for last. He chimed in with Hannah Joe Montana.
now. Solid.
Cool. Who's the Moss? Press Andrew Luck. Saved by Le'Veon Bell. Am I saying that right?
Yeah.
I don't know why I looked at Sean right now.
You said Le'Veon correctly.
Okay. Brady Quinn, Medicine Woman. That's good.
Nice.
Madden Men. Mean Joe Green Acres. I actually really loved Green Acres when it was on.
Green Acres is the place to be.
Gronkowski and Hutch.
I like that one.
Undeflatable. Solid Golden Tate. Which that sounds like a porno, right?
I've seen that.
And then
I've seen it.
highly underrated show. Loved it when it was on. Richard Sherman's Head. All right, the buzzer beater came with the O.J. Simpsons. Aaron, Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. What about Brian Urlacher? Don't get that one. How I Met Your Mother's starring Antonio Cromartie.
Marty, that's so good.
Fargodell was Derek Lipkin. The Bold and the Beautiful. Dateline of Scrimmage. What else we got? Deadwood Head. Pick 6 Feet Under. Here's our runners up.
That was all buzzer beater?
No, we went Derek Lipkin from Fargodell
Okay, sorry.
on. I threw it in there quick. Number 3, runner up. Gridiron Chef by at Derek Lipkin.
I like that.
Stanley Gucci.
The second place, everybody loves Ray Rice by the buzzer beater.
That's bad.
Nobody loves Ray Rice.
Fumble. I think we got it.
The
Oh,
irony
hey,
is,
everybody, look, it's Brittany.
It's Brittany.
the
Wearing
irony
her
is,
Sunday's
It's
best.
Brittany, bitch.
the irony of that show is the only one that loves Ray Rice is his girl.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
That's ironic and sad.
It's now his wife. Yeah.
Yeah. Black
I don't get
Viking.
paid, son.
No, you already did. Like, oh yeah. You got it.
Well, the winner, Black Viking, this week with Here Comes Paul Tagliabue.
Good job, Black Viking. I'll see you in 2 weeks,
Nicely
man.
done.
We got a Bevmo card coming at you.
Yeah.
Is it really in 2 weeks?
It's in 12 days. I'm getting married.
Are you
man.
freaking out?
Fuck yeah, I'm freaking out.
We need to sit down.
'Cause I don't know.
Because it's a bad idea.
Says a guy who's been married for 2 years.
My wife is downstairs. Well, she might be in the other room, ready with a blow dart.
So yeah,
Or a blowjob.
And,
Probably not the blowjob.
Well, not for
Blowjob
him.
is off the table.
Oh my god!
Wow. Now I wish my wife was in the room to shoot daggers at
You just broke the podcast.
scoundrel.
She would probably laugh at that. Let's be honest.
She would laugh and then she would slap you.
No, Kim would never slap me.
But she would laugh if I slapped him.
That's true.
That's true.
so I'm behind on getting some cards out, so I'll get all 3 cards out this week.
Okay.
I apologize. It's been rough out there.
Dude, priority mail is a bitch. You have to go to the post office.
I know. I thought maybe
Well,
I could.
first you got to buy the Bevmo cards.
Wait, why's it gotta be priority, bitch? I got stamps.
Oh, did you get the stamps already from John?
No, I
He's
need
got
a-
all the stamps.
I need
I'll
to
get you
stamp
some
that
stamps, dog.
sklounce.
I know a guy. He can get you some stamps.
Stamp that sklounce.
I just want you to be clear. When he said that, he put his finger up the side of his nose and said, "I know a guy who can get you
He's
some
like,
stamps."
I know a guy. He's got some stamps. He's got the stamp hookup.
But I'll get those out. I thought maybe I could just shove them into my keyboard and they'd get to you, but it doesn't work
I
like
think
that.
the first thing
That
you
only
tried to
worked-
shove in your keyboard.
I was about to say that only works on Pornhub.
I tried
Let me
cyber
explain.
sex once. I got my dick stuck in the enter key.
For the listeners, Jason has the Fleshlight keyboard stand, so it makes sense to us.
I also have the newly released Fleshlight sleeve warmer, which is an accessory you must have.
It's a long name for a microwave.
You know? It sucks when you don't wash it for 3 weeks.
Oh, stop.
I'm like, what are we talking about now?
That was weird.
No, you know what the problem is with the Fleshlight? It never sucks.
You got to tighten the back cap down, and it will.
I don't know if you guys saw the picture that was posted. Recently, we had, what was that? Burning Man happened a couple weeks back, or a week back, I think, or a week and a half or so, 2 weeks, 1 week? 1 week? You would know because San Francisco's awesome right now.
It's in Italy right now.
Basically, there was a picture of somebody posted a sign and there was a fleshlight and it said public fleshlight.
Wow. That's a brave individual.
Well, wrap it up before you fuck a fleshlight.
Well, before you fuck a public Fleshlight.
Right. Well, yeah.
Any borrowed Fleshlight.
Right. You shouldn't be borrowing a fleshlight.
You should not.
I mean, I've fucked a fleshlight in public, but never the public fleshlight.
Wow.
What are we moving on to?
We're going back to sports, and my fumble got overturned. Apparently, he was down. We're going back to Aldon Smith, who got signed by the Raiders this week.
Yay!
Yay! He was
instrumental in today's victory.
he was
I didn't even see him play. Did
he got in a couple of snaps. I didn't see him do anything of note.
Well,
I want to hear Steve finish that sentence. He was instrumental in today's victimization by the
There you go.
Cincinnati.
There you go. I did not see that ginger freak doing what he did to the Raiders secondary.
I didn't see. Yeah, Dalton went off today, but Aldon got released by the Niners during my bachelor party. It was a big deal. We had a good time talking about that. But he got signed by the Raiders in time to play the game, in time to play Week 1. And the funny thing is, his sentence came out the same day. So he got
his
charged.
charges.
No,
His
not
charges.
charged. Not sentence. His charge. My fault. He got charged with.
He got sentenced to the Oakland Raiders.
He was. Oh my god. He was charged with 3 misdemeanors. Apparently the Giants fumbled again.
Quit
for
watching the
Cowboys.
game.
I'm sorry. I'm
Read
sorry.
your notes, girl.
Okay.
They're expecting a full season suspension. Same thing.
Yeah, so he got signed. He got charged the same day, like 3 hours later, with 3 misdemeanors, 3 DUI misdemeanors. He got charged with vandalism for under $400 and property damage. So the story is he was in a parking garage. Like Jason knows more about the story than I do, but he was
Now that
driving.
he's a Raider.
He was a Raider. Now that he's a Raider, Jason's up on it. He was driving in his parking garage trying to get out, go get some more beer or something.
Right.
He clipped a car,
Ooh.
got out, door dinged somebody.
Don't do it.
Went and reported it to his neighbor. Neighbor called the cops while he went back to his apartment.
Oh, he was being a good guy.
Yeah,
he
he
was being a
was, yeah.
stand-up cat.
Yeah, but he was still liquored up.
He
so.
realized he struck out. And
Yeah.
he was like, oops, no driving for me. Better go tell the neighbor. And the neighbor called.
Yes, yeah. So that's why he got charged.
Never entered a public roadway, though.
Because that's the thing. He was on private property.
Dude, I want to be his lawyer right
And
now.
that's why when we were watching the thing at the bachelor party, when he was like, the truth will come out, like he was saying, you guys don't know the whole story. I got arrested, yes, but you don't know the whole story.
Some X-Files shit.
It was, yeah, Mulder and Scully are on the case.
Hey, the truth is out there.
The Raiders signed him for a 1 year for $1 million base salary. He can earn up to $5 million with incentives.
Is there a
$8
clause in the back
$8
there?
million, $8 million all told.
Yeah.
But $5 million through like per game roster bonuses, and like that means if he's playing like all the games that he's supposed to play, and he can get an extra $2 million on his sack total.
Aldon Smith, right?
On his sack total. Sack has actual sack.
Total sack.
Total sack. So they're gonna weigh it like Indiana Jones.
If it has 3 balls, he's gonna cash in.
So I don't know. To me, it's low risk, high reward.
Yeah, absolutely.
Goodell may come down. The NFL office is in shambles right now after that Brady Gate thing. So
Yeah.
I don't know what they'll charge him with. They might be lenient. He's had some troubles though. I'm glad he gets to stay in the Bay Area, but I also think a change of scenery might be good for him.
And a limo driver.
And a limo. I was saying that he should have signed
a
with
change of scenery would be good. Like, you do understand they play in Oakland, right?
Yeah.
when they pulled him over, he opened his door and the whole fucking cocktail comes out like the commercial.
Well, I was saying he should have signed with the Saints because you can drive with open containers in Louisiana, so that might be the best place for him.
I still think the best place is going to be for him to land is in Green Bay,
Or-
because there's nothing.
Or
to do in
Alcoholics
Green-
Anonymous.
There's absolutely nothing to do in Green Bay. Oh,
Then what does that
shit.
mean? He's
And
going
the
to end up
liquor
with a
store.
heroin habit? What?
And,
Well,
and liquor stores are closed on Sunday, right?
Yeah, I think he'll be okay. I think he'd be good in a place like Green Bay or in the middle of I don't know. That's the only place. That's the only football squad that plays in the middle of like like here.
Yeah.
That's like if
Dude
PG
just
had
needs
a
an $8
football-
million contract and like a sponsor.
Yeah.
Like that's
He needs to be able to call Jason when he needs, like, hey, Jay, I'm in trouble. I feel like I need to drink.
That's the problem though. He's got too many Jasons around. He'll show up with heroin and coke and shit.
Jason be like, all right, come on over and hang out. And,
I got what you need.
Here, do this coke. You won't drink.
What you need?
So speaking of NFL players and their problems, we talked about this a lot last year.
What
are
is
we listening
that?
to?
I don't know what that was.
I don't know what's happening right now.
I think Jason's playing samples over there.
I'm
Cowboys got hosed again.
literally doing.
How is that
nothing.
not a fumble? It's an incomplete pass.
He didn't make a football.
Did he not make? What's a football move? Somebody explain to me what a football move is.
2 steps upfield?
I'm not.
It's technically 2 steps upfield.
Okay.
That's like what the rule is. 2 steps
Call him
upfield.
boo boo.
You said not to call it porn, Nancy.
Okay, what are we doing next?
I was trying to do that.
John,
That's all right though.
it's your birthday.
Yay!
Go show.
Go shouty.
I'm not shouty.
Go Bernie. It's your birthday.
It's not Bernie's birthday. I hope he doesn't have any birthdays so he can get elected and people won't complain about how old he is.
Yeah.
He's fucking ancient, man.
No, he's not. He's awesome.
I just worry that someone's gonna blow on him too hard and he's gonna dissipate into dust.
No, you're thinking about Bob Dole.
Oh, okay. No, he's younger than Bob Dole was when he was running.
Sure.
He is. He actually is.
All right.
was
No, we talked about this a lot last year because Ray Rice and who's the guy on the Niners that wasn't Aldon Smith?
Ray McDonald.
Ray McDonald.
Ray McDonald. Like, there was a lot of wife beating going on in the NFL, and there was a lot of publicity about it. They did a whole run of commercials that I haven't seen so far this season.
Oh yeah,
still
those
week
ones.
one, right?
Yeah,
Are
the
they
one-
still running those,
I don't
or-
think they're gonna run those anymore.
So that was just it. We run some black and white fucking PSAs.
Yeah,
and problem
with like
solved.
celebrities crying. Like
They look like iTunes commercials.
Yeah.
They're a little
So,
too appealing for
Right?
With the NFL starting up, I think it's worth talking about again. And some of these are older numbers, but
Sean, who's that?
it is his wife.
soon to be, going to be.
So one of the things that I thought was really interesting was like when you actually look at the numbers, the NFL versus the rest of the American population, ages 25 to 29, the NFL has a rate of domestic violence that's 45% of the rest of the country. Less than half.
So it's really not as violent as it's been
It's not, but they're on television, so you've got the role model part of the equation that has to be looked at, and like I don't think that it invalidates any of the attention that was paid, but I think that it's important to look at some of these numbers.
Do you think race plays into it a little bit?
I absolutely think race plays.
The perception of
Yes,
NFL players
yes.
being thugs and
The
black.
way that the media covers it, absolutely.
that to me is the bigger issue.
Yeah, that-
and how do you bring this to light without saying like, hey, it's just not NFL players who happen to be black?
Like, you don't want to celebrate it happening anywhere.
Right.
No,
right.
and you want to address it, and I think them running their black and white PSAs, like whatever, that's great, but like the better move is ban those guys from the league.
Also,
Yeah, no, I agree
I mean,
with that.
there's just as many white players beating their wives as black players, right?
I don't know about that. I don't know
what those numbers are. Like you would assume that
because the league is
you would assume
majority
that it's
black.
proportional, but you never know.
Yeah.
Because there are a lot of different paths to get to the NFL.
Yeah, that wasn't
Like,
an
if-
actual question, by the way.
What? You're a dick.
You guys took that way too seriously.
What? But like, so this is one of those things where like because the media kind of skews it and they pay a lot of attention, like people talk about it a lot more. But one of the things that that I thought was impressive after I saw stories last week. This is like some of these are older studies, but you know who has a rate of domestic violence that's 2 to 4 times higher than the general population, meaning
Police?
4
Yeah.
to 8 times higher
Yes.
than the general population? It's law enforcement.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because their jobs are so stressful and they're always putting their life on the line.
So,
oh wait,
yeah,
no,
that's not a
happening.
good
And they
reason.
always come
There's
home
never
and
a good
she's
reason.
always mouthing off and then,
Yeah.
oh, we're,
You know
I
what's
told
funny?
her twice.
This-
are we not making excuses anymore? That's not what we're doing now?
Oh, look, I got to say this though, because I kind of like flippantly threw that out there, but there are wives who do worry every night about their husbands coming home, and husbands worrying about the wives coming home that are police officers. And I'm not making light of what police officers do, but the idea that there's a war on cops is absurd to me.
Yeah, it's ludicrous.
And the fact that the
we're
numbers
at a record
prove,
low number of cops killed this
right,
year
yeah.
so far.
Since
nationally.
1973, I think it is, or something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah, it's like it's really low, and we're at the high of civilians being killed by police officers with weapons.
War on cops.
You're not going to get that news on Facebook.
And as a
You're
veteran,
not going to get it on any network whatsoever, including the quote-unquote liberal MSNBC
Yep.
with a 3-hour block of fucking Joe Scarborough in the
And
morning.
that's why we're announcing today, starting our new network. It's progressive. It's very forward. It's Peen or Peen. So it's Progressive Entertainment and News Network. But we decided instead of going at A, we went with another E.
Wait,
So
wouldn't that be pronounced pen?
No, John, I just explained it. It's Peen.
Progressive Entertainment News Network. That's pen.
Whatever. I threw another E in there just because I thought it was fun.
Entertainment Education Network.
There you go.
Yeah, I got you. I got your back.
Progressive Entertainment and Ejaculation News.
Ejaculation news.
as a veteran of the war on drugs,
You're a damn soldier. You are, sir.
I don't feel sorry for these guys.
What side of the war you
before-
want?
He's a soldier.
Jay, I'm going to let you finish. Thank you for your service.
Never forget.
Yarp.
I'm trying to slang this rock, son.
You guys want to play some more Nah?
I want to play or not, but I want to see what towers that Jason has locked.
You got- As a veteran of the war on drugs, what an asshole.
Or nah. Oh, it's time to play or nah, where we pick 5 things total.
5 things total.
One of them's bullshit.
1,
4 of them are true.
4.
It's up to everybody here to pick out the. I know I Peter Parker
You
on
did. Don't Peter Parker on me.
It's up to these guys to pick the one that's bullshit.
Okay.
These
All right?
guys.
These guys.
Not
Use
me.
guys.
Bullshit.
I got it this
Nah.
week, and it's sports team
Or-
name
or not.
or not.
Or nah.
Oh, let's
like it.
play. Yeah, this is a fun one because there's some obscure sports team's name, and this goes.
Is there
for,
a team from Alaska in this shit?
No, there's not.
Oh, there's some crazy sports teams
So
in
this goes
Alaska.
for high schools, colleges, professional, and and on and on.
everything.
Let's start.
Okay.
Webster University Gorloks. According
Gorloks?
to the WU website, which is Webster University, the Gorlok is a mythical creature that was designed by Webster staff and students through a school contest. It's reported to have the paws of a speeding cheetah, horns of a fierce buffalo, and the face of a dependable Saint Bernard.
It's a Gorlock.
a Gorlock.
Wait, the face of a dependable Saint Bernard?
Yeah, not not like the alcoholic Saint Bernard that has like 5 kids.
He's got-
I was going to say, barrel or no barrel?
He already drank the barrel and then left it at where he was.
Is a Gorlock a warlock in Gore-Tex jumpsuit?
The next one is Key School Obazags. What? The Obazags, meanwhile, have cleverly
Spell it.
made an anagram of the word gazebo, which would make no sense unless you knew that the school has sort of an obsession with gazebos, which it does. They do not have an official mascot, but I imagine it's a clown with murdery eyes. The Randall Academy Blacks.
Wait, did you say you imagine it's a clown with murdery eyes?
The Randall Academy.
All right, so the Obazags
Black.
is totally legit because Steve's pretending to
Please describe
imagine things.
Please describe the blacks for me.
The Randall Academy Blacks, as far as Canadian preparatory schools, the Quebec
I
Randall
played that
Academy
in
Blacks
junior college.
have a
The
long and
Blacks?
storied
San
history.
Francisco City College. Sorry, I'm sorry.
Wow.
John, that's borderline right there, man.
What are you talking about?
The original team name was in French, the preferred regional language. However, Suisse la Nuit Nord, I can't pronounce it. You know better. You speak French. Apparently,
You want me to read it for you?
proved to be a bit wordy, and in 1917, the name was changed to a much more inviting Blacks.
I was going to say something. It was changed too.
Yeah, it seems like much more. They were trying to bring
Sean,
people in.
Can you pronounce that professionally for us?
The colors.
I believe it's pronounced.
That's one.
No, it's pronounced the Blacks.
The blacks.
The Akron Rubber Ducks. Akron is known as the rubber capital of the world, but does that mean a Double-A baseball affiliate of the Cleveland Indians should be named after a member of a bath menagerie? The Rubber Ducks name was first floated in 2009, but it took the new owner to have the balls to make the switch. Hi, Thomas John.
We're launching eyebrows around the room right now.
I think these are all fake.
Last one is the Scottsdale Fighting Artichokes. I probably don't need to explain this one. It's pretty hard to make any form of vegetable sound intimidating, and Scottsdale Community College certainly failed in that regard.
I've seen in some intimidating cucumbers.
Interesting story.
Compared to artichokes, though, come on, man.
No, but like you don't want a cucumber anywhere in you, right?
But you're all right with the
I'll
artichoke.
eat an artichoke, but I'm not get that cucumber out of my
If
face.
you put the artichoke in backwards, it's pulling it out that you got to worry about.
Interesting story behind the name, though. In a nutshell, the name was a result of a revolt by the student body who wanted this name years ago, along with the pink and white team motif.
I've never heard
What's
in
it?
a nutshell sound
Akron
dirty.
Rubber Ducks,
Okay, so we got the Webster University Gorlocks, Key School Obazags,
the Oakland Blacks.
the Randall Academy Blacks, Akron Rubber Ducks, and the Scottsdale Fighting Artichokes.
Thomas John, which one is fake?
No. We already talked about it, so he can't.
All right.
Your call.
Yeah, what was the first one? One more time.
Gorlocks.
I'm gonna say the rubber ducks.
The Rubber Ducks.
To me, I'm gonna say the Rubber Ducks as well.
Oh, you're doubling up?
Yeah.
Fuck you guys, Gorlocks. Steve?
Is that your final answer?
Fucking Rubber Ducks. I'm going with the team. Rubber Ducks.
John's wrong, and he's going to go ahead and take a shot. You would have been gone either way. It was the Randall Academy Blacks.
I didn't think I didn't think you had the balls to do that.
Well, the
You
reason
came
I
up
did
with
it,
French words and everything. for
yeah,
that.
yeah. The French was to throw John off because I know he actually knew what I said and what it meant, which was under the dark night. In
I wasn't
French.
even listening. I was trying to make
He
my own
said he
joke.
prepared all week. We should have known he had French words in there and everything.
So John's taking the punishment with Shotzzz because it's his birthday.
It's his
And he's-
birthday.
Steve scoured
Yay.
Pinterest for that information.
Wait, this is my second punishment
to be
boost shot
fair-
already.
To be fair,
birthday,
yeah,
man.
it's your birthday.
I knew about the artichokes.
Really?
Yeah,
I
read
heard
that
that.
somewhere earlier this year. That
Yeah,
came-
they,
but like-
they have a pretty tight logo too.
it's angry.
Yeah.
For our listeners that aren't Bay Area local guys, like the Santa Cruz Banana Slugs also would have thrown a lot of people for a loop.
They would have.
I
yeah.
knew it
And
wasn't
that's like a
for you
Bay Area
guys.
standby.
It's a Pulp Fiction staple.
How about
though.
this one? This
Yeah.
one threw me off too. Was the Long Beach State Dirtbags?
I didn't know
Shut
that
the
one. Why didn't you use
Yeah.
that one? You should
Oh
have used
my
that one.
God! Seriously?
It's your birthday.
I
Did
like
you
it.
pour this or did TJ pour this?
I poured that.
Here.
I love you. Happy birthday.
John.
There's literally a fucking meniscus of tequila here.
Happy birthday, John.
Oh shit.
Oh my God!
Was the guy in the van barring your DJ stuff?
What are you talking about?
Oh my God!
The guy that's
so
unloading
bad.
your van right now.
Oh,
All right. Cool.
Nancy, what led you? That was so mean spirited of you.
No, I just wanted to make
Yeah,
sure
lean
you
in.
had a
Go
happy
ahead.
birthday.
There you go.
So that you had lots of tequila.
Fuck you.
Look, he got a nice sweat going because of that one.
Fuck you, Nancy.
I love you, John.
Right now, we're in Steve's living room. This looks more like a LAN party than a podcast.
Yeah.
She took a standard like shot and a half or double shot glass and filled it to the brim. And like literally, I wasn't kidding. There's a meniscus, which is a scientific term for the surface tension of the water actually being above the glass. For y'all that forgot about school, damn, that was rough. What are we doing? We're taking a break.
I think we're grilling chicken.
Yeah, let's get some chicken preps. Because we got a grill.
I think Dez pulled his hammy. He walked off.
Really? Yeah. All right, let's take a break. We'll be right back.
You do best of 7 series in the NFL playoffs.
Oh my god, just guys are dead. Survival of the fittest, bitches.
It looks like a fucking Ken Burns documentary.
Bodies on the field.
In other news, Aaron Rodgers is now made of sticks. Okay, we're back, everybody. How you doing? Let's play Twitter Rapper.
I can't hear Jason.
Why is Jason's mic off?
He's unplugged.
The podcast sounds so much better without him, though, right?
Sounds so clean.
Oh, there he is.
there you go.
Oh,
I like when you
shit.
put it in, Jay.
Got a faulty connection. Spit on it.
Jesus.
Are we going back in again?
No, we're good.
All
We're
right.
still live.
All right, so hi everybody, I'm back. Yeah, so this week's submission comes to us from Diego Gomes Music on Twitter.
Gomes or Gomez?
Gomes, it's Gomes.
Gomez.
That might be Gomez, homie.
All right, so Diego Gomez.
Or Gomes. It could
Gomes.
be either or.
Gomez. All right,
Is he from Brazil?
he's from Twitter.
Is he from the Addams family?
If it's from Brazil, it might be Gomes, because like Jose Aldo insists on being called Jose, but
Yeah.
motherfucker, you're Jose.
So it's Diego Gomes's. The song's called Bow Tie. He's not a rapper.
Is that plural or possessive?
Yes. Yes. He's wearing a J. Crew shirt and an acoustic guitar in his Twitter picture.
How do you know it's a J. Crew shirt?
It says J. Crew on it.
Because I've never worn one.
Oh, okay. Gomes then.
Yeah. No, he's a preppy looking cat and he's got his acoustic guitar. So Nancy, maybe put some towels down.
Oh
Open
my
the
God.
floodgates.
Don't throw the
Splash
pillow.
City.
There's a lot of expensive gear laying around.
It's not the
Splash,
first time a
splash,
girl's
city.
throwing her
Splash,
pillows at
splash,
me.
city, bitch.
Oh my goodness.
Not the first time a girl's throwing her pillows at me. Okay.
Real.
Oh.
Do we know what kind of
And
music
they're
this is?
spectacular.
So this, I don't know. So let's just go into this. We're gonna play this. If you're listening just now, we get hit up on Twitter with musicians. We check out their music. We've never listened to them before until we push play on the episode. These guys are gonna listen to it. If they don't like it, they're gonna raise their hand. We're gonna bang the gong and probably talk a bunch of shit. All right. Good luck, Diego. Let's do this.
Swag.
Listening to the radio.
Was that Justin Bieber? That was like the record fastest gong we've ever had.
He went, listening to the radio. Anyway,
Jay,
Done,
hit
dude.
play again. I want to know if that was actually auto-tuned or this is a robot Gomes.
All right. Hold on. Let me.
It might be Robo Gomes. I just want to check.
Let's get into the meat of the song and I'll push play here. Yeah,
Sure.
Here we go.
Okay.
It's Friday.
Gotta get down on Gomes.
Yesterday was Thursday, but today's Friday.
I mean, I understand people making music like this. I don't like it, and I
We just
understand why
refuse
they.
to support it. Go fuck
Right.
yourself, Gomes.
Yeah, it's not. It's come on. You're not adding anything to the.
Stop saying gomes.
You're not, You're not adding anything.
Nothing new here.
I've heard this a
Add an
million
apostrophe.
times.
Yeah.
I could write this song in my sleep, then take a poop. Like it's that serious.
Wait,
like
you
it's-
sleep poop?
Sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah. You never sleep. You never
No,
sleep poop.
not since I was a baby.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, sometimes, man, I sleep poop a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
Diego Gomes
Steve's
could
like,
eat
as soon as I had a kid, I discovered this shit is awesome. I'm
yeah.
gonna try
He's
to
like,
sleep poop.
you get to
routine.
do it, I get to do it.
Yeah. I don't even have to put the whole diaper on.
Marty, changing diapers. Fuck it.
Oh, it's time for some clown car.
Are we?
Now I'm for some real music. Diego Gomes could eat a fat dick.
You guys are just mean about it.
No, fuck him.
Gomes.
Fuck your music.
What's up,
is
Gomes?
awful.
Gomes, I will battle rap you right now.
Dude, I'll battle songwrite you right now. I don't even
While
do
he's
your-
sleep
yeah.
pooping.
Yeah, while I'm sleep pooping.
So the clown car update for this week is not really kind of. I didn't pay a whole lot of attention.
Someone dropped out.
So we I know. Easy, motherfuckers.
Hey,
Damn.
stop
It ain't
trying
like
to
I don't read the goddamn
stop
news.
trying to do his job for him, man.
So there was a lot of not betting, but a lot of people were hemming and hawing about who was going to be the first 1%/0% to drop out. Jim Gilmore is still polling at 0. He's still in the race. Bobby Jindal is hovering between 0 and 1%, still in the race.
Please,
Chris Christie.
Ricky Bobby Jindal.
Yes.
Sorry, Ricky Bobby Jindal.
Who wants to go fast?
Chris Christie, who was basically like the default candidate in 2012, is sticking at 3%, and everybody hates his fat ass. Still in the race.
Sean, is he at the Cowboys game?
He's eating all the snacks.
Rick Perry,
Oh.
who we mentioned,
tapped out?
stopped paying his campaign staff a while ago, and he was like, "We're still in this thing." He wasn't still in this
Why
thing
my
because
checks
now he's
bouncing,
gone.
We found that to be a lie. You are not the father.
You are not a candidate.
Correction, Rick. You're still in this. I'm out of here.
The funny thing is, you know, it was probably 4 years ago, I want to say, but it's not 4 years ago.
Yeah.
3 years ago, he was all in. Like he was rocking it.
He was so.
You know what I want to say?
So prior to him assembling the glasses of Indumining, like he
Ooh,
was.
Is that a Harry Potter thing?
No, it's a Jon Stewart thing.
Okay.
But like Rick Perry was a governor from Texas, a relatively successful, like reelected governor from Texas, who was our last Republican president, the previous governor of Texas. And it's like he was not necessarily a shoo-in, but the motherfucker looks presidential. He's got good face wrinkles. His hair is solid. He pulls off boots well. He put on the glasses of Indumining, and everyone was like, "Well, shit, I'll vote for that motherfucker."
So it was basically a done deal. Like it's no brainer. He should.
No, he should have been a solid candidate, but he's actually that stupid, or there's so many other people running in the Republican Party, and he just like Trump just stomped him.
You literally just described Nancy right now. She's got great hair. She pulls off boots well.
She pulls off glasses well too.
She's very
Rick Perry didn't
presidential.
really pull off the glasses. I don't
Nancy's
think.
very presidential. We just found that out.
President intern Nancy.
Well,
Nancy's not.
You got my
stupid, though.
vote, Nancy.
thank you.
Hey, President, can I please get another drink?
Yeah, Nancy. You know what I want to say to Rick Perry?
What?
But you should have been gone.
So in other news, we have our first
Thank you.
victim. We're gonna have a lot more. I'm really. Who are you guys gonna enjoy dropping out of the presidential race most?
Donald Trump.
Donald Trump.
So we're gonna wait for a while.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll wait all the way to the end.
Yeah.
I
I'll
mean,
wait till the election day. I
The
want him to-
problem is with Trump, there's going to be a long, precipitous fall before
What's-
he finally
yeah.
drops out.
What's our dude from Ohio?
Kasich.
Kasich. He's the one that scares me the most.
Yeah. No, because he's like
He's
reasonable.
He's probably going to win the nomination.
No fucking way.
No, he's got no juice.
Side bet?
He's got no juice.
Bottle of punishment booze.
Whoa, not a bottle, man, but Jesus.
No, you can't down a bottle.
What are you
That's-
trying to fucking say John Kasich's going to win the nomination? Eat a fucking pallet of moldy dicks. No.
Eat a pallet of moldy dicks. Here, can I get some of that moldy dick action over here?
2 shots of punishment booze. John Kasich has 0 chance. Go
Fair
fuck
enough.
yourself.
Yeah, okay. Fair enough. I'll take that bet.
You're saying he's going to win the nomination.
Yeah, we got a long way, John.
I know.
Things are going to change.
Yeah.
got spicy
I got some
in
inside
here.
information.
No, he's gonna drop the fuck out because
Well,
he's one of those. No, I think he's like he's one of those like 3-4.
Just wait till
5%
LeBron.
guys.
Just wait till LeBron comes out and endorses him.
That's
And endorses a pallet of moldy dicks.
Speaking of which, speaking of endorsements, you know what Bernie's doing this week?
Whatever the fuck Bernie
wants to.
Yeah, no, he's running through the South because he's basically locked up New Hampshire.
Literally running through.
That's
the
what
South.
I do through the South.
2 polls in a row. 2 polls in a row show him in the
Runaway
lead.
Sean.
2 polls.
2 polls in a row show him in the lead in Iowa. The aggregate of all the polls, the residual polling in Iowa, doesn't show Bernie winning Iowa yet, but he's got like a 10, 12 point, 20 point lead in New Hampshire, and he's starting to lead Hillary, in Iowa. So he's touring the South.
Daz dropped a pass. I'm sorry.
He's doing a tour of the South with Dr. Cornel West.
Oh yeah,
Shit.
You know who we should
that's-
bring with him? Killer Mike.
Oh yeah.
Oh, shit.
Dude, Killer
Jules.
Mike and Cornel West. Hey,
I want to see Killer Mike and Cornel West, and like the problem is, unfortunately, we got to get like Drake or Kanye to seal the deal.
Oh, not Kanye.
Run the polls? Is that
Run
tour?
the polls. I like that.
Meow the polls.
Run the polls fast.
So overall, nationally, Hillary is still losing ground to Bernie right now. The aggregate national polls on HuffPolster are 44% Hillary, 25.3% Bernie in the nation. Just as a catch-up, Trump is still obviously killing it in the Republican primary. He's at 33.7% to 17.8% for Dr. Ben Carson, who literally doesn't know anything about
Since
government,
Ben Carson.
yep, Ben Carson's is Ben Carson.
to 8.9% for Jeb Bush. I think Jeb was at 9 last week. I think he's still dropping.
Yeah,
this is the best reality
For-
TV we've seen in a while.
For Jeb. Jeb!
Nope.
As Stephen Colbert says, Jeb!
So, John, who's going to win the nomination?
For the Republicans or the Democrats?
Republicans.
Jeb.
Yeah.
Who's going to win for the Dems?
Who's he going to?
Bernie, motherfucker. What does my t-shirt say?
Bernie.
Say it.
Bernie for
Say it.
for president.
Say it loud.
Bernie
for
for president.
And I should tell the story about my Bernie t-shirt saga.
Yes, tell us.
everyone
it takes
knows
about 3 months. To
It's
get
a big
one.
man struggle.
They're made in America. Americans don't like to work hard. It takes a while to get a t-shirt made.
Sorry to interrupt. And this is, I apologize. So you're out of tequila. So I can
God damn it.
So I can put the AK-47 tequila
No,
in your
Paloma?
cocktails, in your Palomas,
Uh-huh.
or
That cannot happen.
There's vodka in the freezer downstairs.
that's what I was
All right, let's do Greyhounds. Let's go Greyhound.
Forgive me for interrupting.
No, that's fine. Okay.
All right.
Crisis averted.
That was close.
Seriously. No, obviously I'm in the can for Bernie 100%, 120%. I've given the dude money. And so I went to the Bernie website 2 months ago, and I was like, gotta get me a Bernie t-shirt. And having experience buying t-shirts over the internet, I'm a Paul Blart American. And so when you need more Coke or
I'm
you
ready to go. I'm good for another 15 minutes.
All right. So being a Blart American, when I buy the XL, it ain't an XL.
It ain't an XL. That's
So I'm
that's
all
the
about that
struggle's
double
real.
XL, right?
The struggle's real.
But see, I've also, I've gained some more Blart recently in the last.
So
6
sometimes the
months.
double XLs ain't really.
I quit.
It's a
I
double
quit
XL.
smoking cigarettes, so I gained a few Blarts.
So try to go to Target and buy a double XL right now if you're a big dude. It ain't working. For
So
you.
what did I do?
This is
I
a-
went to
this is
Bernie's
double
website
X.
and I bought a
Yeah,
triple XL.
But
So,
that's yeah.
but they're made in America, so it's a fucking moo.
It's a light blue moo.
It's a baby blue moo.
It's a
And it says-
Carolina blue moo.
It says Bernie on the front, and it says "Join the Revolution" on the back.
It says rep your city, don't it?
And so my recent purchase, recent being like a fucking month ago, was they started making Black Bernie t-shirts, and so I got myself a Black Bernie t-shirt. It's so much more slimming.
Black
And,
shirts
like,
matter.
Having learned my lesson about the Made in America shit, I went for the double XL. Not too bad.
You're
right?
looking good.
Yeah,
it looks good.
Tits look real
Doesn't
nice.
show off the man boobs as much, but that's mostly a color thing. Hence the slimming black. You'll notice on the podcast, if you guys ever watch the periscopes that we will put up, I promise we'll get our shit together. We're a black t-shirt fucking
Yeah, that's
wearing
weird.
motherfuckers.
Black t-shirt gang.
Man.
Because we ain't trying to wear white or baby blue or
Nope.
yellow. So yeah, Bernie's still creeping on Hillary. It's gonna get done, motherfuckers. We're gonna be voting for Bernie.
How do we make this happen? How do we slam dunk this?
Wear a t-shirt, bitch.
All right.
I got a magnet on my truck as we speak.
I got a Magnum in my truck too. Oh,
No, Jason.
Did anybody on their
Stop
Slack
it.
see the picture of the sticker that I
I
posted
did
up?
see that. Yeah.
It's all Bernie because fuck this shit.
I want that sticker now. My next purchase is going to be the Bernie t-shirt that doesn't say anything about Bernie. It's just the glasses
Yeah, and the hair. Yeah, I saw that
That's
one.
clean.
Bernie's
today.
crazy ass hair.
Yeah, I like me some Bernie. He's a good dude. What are you on to? Oh, Key and Peele. Oh, sorry, they just had their
I
last.
still haven't seen this, dude. I feel bad.
Man, Grantland did a writer on Grantland, rather, Wesley Morris, did an amazing write-up on the importance of Key and Peele to race relations in America. And the more I thought about it, and I read the article, and the more I thought about it, how important this show was all around.
That light-ass beige dude and that other dude from Amsterdam are important to race relations in America?
They are, absolutely.
That's what's hot?
They are. There was a funny, I don't know, it cites a couple sketches in particular, but the one that really stuck out to me, and I remember thinking it was the Black Ice sketch. So you got these two white anchors basically talking about black ice and how dangerous it is. And you have your weatherman who's black and your field reporter who's black.
Yeah.
And throughout the whole time, the two white anchors are like, that black ice is really dangerous. It'll just sneak up on you.
That black ice will just come out of nowhere and grab you.
Yeah. She said, I was robbed the other day of my balance from black ice.
Oh my gosh.
And the funny thing was, it's like, it's so subtle, but the more they said black ice, you hear black guys.
Yeah.
And like, I never even, honestly, I never thought about it that way. I kept listening. So I went back and I watched the sketch, and it's so funny because, the first thing is, they show a picture of what the black ice is. It's an ice cube with eyes and a hat on backwards.
Speaking of black ice, Sean is back.
Yeah. and it's really funny. He's like, you got to watch out for that dangerous black ice. And it keeps going on and on and on. And where you think the joke should end, which is like, yeah, okay, we get it, black guys, black ice, black guys. And it's like, okay, cool. No, they kept pushing it a little bit further.
Key and Peele, like, one of their trademarks is that they'll like throw a M. Night Shyamalan twist on the end of a lot of their sketches. Like they'll take it one notch further a lot of the time. That like sometimes is really, really funny and sometimes is fucking not.
Yeah. Well, did you watch the?
I haven't seen the last episode. So
I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna a spoiler alert. There's a little bit of a spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert.
The very first episode and the first sketch that was on Key and Peele was this joke about these two guys going out to dinner or going and hanging out like a barbecue, basically with their wives. And these two guys are talking, and
how they talk about their wives when
the
wives
are
aren't
not around. And
yeah.
one of them is like they go out and they go to have a cigar or something, and they're talking. And he's like, and I said to her, I said, "Bitch," and the other guy's like, "You said that to her?" He's like, "Yeah, I said that to her." And then the wives show up and they just quiet up and they lock up.
And they're all, "Hey, baby." No. I was hoping to get some permission to hang out for another half hour.
And basically it gets a little bit further, more obscure. They keep going further away. They're in a tree at one point, and then at one point they were in space.
Yeah, they went to orbit. They went up into the space station, and he was like, and so I was all, bitch!
Yeah, and they're all loud about it, and then like they get a call on the radio from their wife.
And this whole last season, they've the intermittent cutscenes
have been
with
them in a car driving
like, in a car
right
through like Nevada desert shit.
Yeah,
which is reminiscent.
Oh, is that what? Because I noticed those scenes, but that's what that's about.
That's what it's about.
Yeah.
So they've been doing it for the last 2 seasons, and they've been driving. There's no like end game on this at all, other than them driving.
It's
instead
just
of
them
doing
on a road trip talking about stuff, introducing sketches, basically.
Right, instead of
Thelma
doing the
and Louise
studio
shit,
audience
right?
thing,
Like-
right? So the very last episode, he's like, "This is the spot. Yeah, we can pull over here. Yeah, this seems good." And they pull over and they stop, and and he goes, "So I said to her, bitch." And I was like, "That's how you wrap up a series." And they're like, "You want to head back? Yeah, let's head back." And they turn around and head back.
Like the longest con ever. A
Right.
3-season
No, 5
joke.
seasons.
5 seasons
joke.
long.
Fucking 5 seasons?
Yeah, 5-season joke basically of just for that. So it is a really important series. One of the last sketches they did was Negro Town, and I don't know if you.
I didn't see Negro Town.
You saw Negro Town.
I saw that on the internet. They aired that just this last episode.
Yeah, and
but they released it earlier.
Oh, they released it like 2 months ago when the show first started.
Yeah.
So it was pretty amazing. Like it encapsulates the series as a whole in general, and they are trying to drop a social message as well as having a goof on it. You know what I mean? Like the whole idea of Negro Town is that you won't get busted by cops. Nobody's going to shoot you for wearing a hoodie. You can be yourself. You'll get a loan. Like they push on all the stereotypes really hard. And they've been doing
absolutely.
that. And they've been doing that their entire run. And this has been a brilliant show. Sometimes it's lackluster. Sometimes the sketches fall flat.
Yeah, it's hit and miss.
And other times it's dead on.
Yeah.
So do you think that they did a passable job of taking the torch from Dave Chappelle?
I think they did it better than Patch. Nobody expected, and like you remember Chocolate News?
Yeah.
That was the handoff, basically, right?
Yeah.
David Allen Greer, right?
And it was terrible.
It was horrible.
It was forced. It was like, hey, we're gonna shove these ideas down your throat, and it was bad.
You know what? Dag doesn't do well on his own. Like Dag,
No,
Dag
call him
needs
Dag.
Yeah.
Dag, you got
Dag.
a nickname for this motherfucker now?
You like Dags?
That's not me.
That's some Adam Carolla shit. That's
It
how
is.
you know he listens to Adam Carolla
Yeah.
because David Allen Greer goes on Adam Carolla. They call him Dag.
Dag, yeah.
I did not know that. Never heard that before.
It's some Adam
He
Carolla
doesn't
shit.
do well on his own, but he's great in a cast.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Well, and he was like one of the best supporting guys on In Living Color
Oh,
back
it's
in the
great.
day,
But-
right?
But
Great,
I want to.
yeah.
I'm mad at him for the old Gerard Carmichael series that he's plays a dad in that. It looks terrible.
dude, it is.
Can we reiterate from last week that Gerard Carmichael has sold the fuck out?
He's sold out, dude.
and it's
He's-
not okay.
Yeah. Key and Peele, I wish you guys both the best of luck moving forward. 5
Yeah.
great seasons of an
Absolutely.
awesome show.
Good on you.
I'm looking forward to the Super Bowl special that's still happening.
Yeah.
And we will see our East West or our South North or East West game. Or
Yeah.
East West
And then,
again.
but what do they do now? So what do they do now?
They're doing a separate like they're just going to do.
We
their,
talked about
yeah.
it when this was first announced that the show was going off the air, which was
Yeah.
a surprise to pretty much everybody except
they're-
them.
yeah.
They're doing Police Academy next.
Oh,
They're
yeah, that's
they're
right. That's right.
writing and directing it together,
That's
and
great.
then
Nothing does better than shitty Hollywood reboots of proven series, right?
No, you're right. I mean, they might as well do Gremlins 2, which was the funny thing because like 2 weeks ago they made a joke about
They
Gremlins
did
2.
a whole sketch on Gremlins too.
and actually
That was brilliant, actually.
And it was the first thing that popped in my head
Yeah.
was like, oh, they're making
yes,
fun of
it's in the movie.
Yeah.
That's absolutely in the movie.
they're basically making fun at the end of the industry that they're now jumping headlong into. I appreciate that.
You know,
Are
so,
they gonna
Wait.
are they gonna butt fuck the cop movie, or
No.
is it gonna be all right? Is it
But
gonna be-
I think it's gonna be
while we're talking
hilarious.
about Gremlins, I just watched. I don't know if you guys remember hearing about Dear White People
Are you leaving?
Dear white people.
My wife is leaving.
by Kimmy.
Hi, bye. That was
Where
a
you
quick
at?
trip.
Oh. So I just actually
Sean,
watched Dear White.
blowjob appointment, 30 minutes.
Yes, I'm in. So I actually watched Dear White People, but there was a reference to Gremlins being.
I kind of like that.
I
but
did. I kind of liked
like-
it.
but it was
kind of at the end. It kind of went really like silly.
it got real preachy.
Yeah, but there was a reference to Gremlins as Gremlins being racist because they
Yeah, it was like one
like-
of the film student type of thing. Yeah.
like they don't like to get their hair wet.
Yeah.
they like fried chicken. So like
They don't like to get their hair wet. They don't like fried chicken.
Yeah.
You don't want to feed them
Yeah,
after midnight.
yeah.
It was real bad.
Yeah.
And like if you look at Gremlins through that lens, you're like, oh my god, America needs to die. And you're
Yes.
like, no, it was just Gremlins.
Yeah,
He's
it's just
he's
Gremlins.
Easy.
So we still got week 1 going on. Are we
Yeah.
going to do a recap or
No,
we're just going to kind of like talk about it?
Oh, you want to talk about it?
I mean, we don't really need to.
No, we don't. It's still going on right now.
The Raiders are who we thought they were.
Yes.
Oh,
if you want
Jason,
if you want to
that's so
crown them,
heartbreaking coming from
if
you.
you want to crown
I
them,
know.
go ahead and fucking crown them.
Yeah. So far of the day, what was the most surprising game to you?
The most surprising thing for me actually was Marcus Mariota.
Yes.
Outshining Jameis Winston and like big time.
So-
No,
Stunning.
that
Yeah.
wasn't surprising. We knew he was going to outshine him. The way he did it.
Yeah. He
My-
looks like he should have been the number 1 pick.
Mine was the speed of the Rams defense.
Yeah,
was
they were fast.
insanity.
They were
They
really
kept Jimmy
fast.
Graham in check as fuck.
Yeah.
He got nothing.
Yes. What about you, John? What was your surprise of the NFL Week 1?
Recover water doesn't work.
It does not. Russell, recovery water does not work.
Yeah. President of Business is in the place.
He's in the building.
Where do you get those hats with the bill on the side?
No, man, you just got to turn it around.
Oh shit! It's just like a normal hat.
Wow. That's a cool one. I like that. Is that new? Is that a new hat? That's a nice hat. Where'd you get that hat? I'm gonna guess where you got that hat. So fresh. In Santa Cruz. Not a sponsor. Someone's in there. Okay.
Red beards or nah?
Redbeards.
Redbeards.
My beard is red when it comes in, too.
All right.
My
it's
beard used to be red. But
Are we
not
doing
anymore.
shootout?
the shootout. It's time for the
Okay.
shootout.
Say the
all right?
most offensive thing you can say without breaking the Mooney rule.
Without breaking the money rule.
Why am I starting?
You're a Raiders fan, man. I imagine you have 9 of these in the chamber already.
Oh, okay. I got nothing right now. You start, Sean.
From what I learned today, rookie black quarterbacks are not intelligent.
Wow.
Top that.
Oh, that's a good one.
Wow.
Mike Huckabee should have been born black.
That's a good one. I want to watch Lexington still fuck Kim Davis in the ass.
Wow, that was worse than mine from last week.
I'll take it.
Wow. Breaking news.
Jason is so enthralled with all of
He's
our
like,
insults.
I can't insult
I'm like,
people on
oh,
He's
command.
still got nothing.
No, Key and Peele are white.
Oh,
Their hats
but
half
they
true.
are kind of
That's
white.
half
one
true.
of them is from Amsterdam, and the other one is awfully beige.
So who wins the shootout?
You do.
Okay, I did say the most offensive thing. I didn't even mean it. My heart wasn't in it, but I'm pissed off at Jameis Winston for being shitty. What do I want to talk about, though?
You don't have to. That's the best thing.
Yeah, I don't have to
You can
talk
just
about
hand out a shot and call it a day.
Parting shot goes to the birthday boy.
Who the fuck thought? Is that the end of the AK?
It should be pretty close.
It's
Oh,
I think
where's that?
I think there's 2 shots of
Hook your
AK
boy up, TJ.
left.
Yeah.
President Business is picking up the bottle.
This was an extremely short episode in comparison, but we want
That's
you to
because
follow
we've got
us.
shit to do.
I know. At
Oh,
DT
did you
Pod.
really just fumble for a touchdown, you asshole? Look, did you see Romo's non-tackle?
The Cowboys are falling behind.
Oh boy, this is
You
happening
can hear
live.
Sean's soul cracking right now.
How's that not a touchdown?
I still. It's because the he
Was
down.
he down?
He was down. Okay, so at DT Pod, the DrinkTankPodcast.com.
Oh,
on
look,
Facebook,
a shot
the
without a
Podcast.
fucking meniscus on top of the goddamn fucking
Beasley, get
glass.
down, get down, Beasley, get down. Beasley, get down.
Cheers to Aldon Smith.
I think that's a fumble.
I guess we'll find out, huh?
Happy
But they-
birthday, John.
Whatever.
I'm
they
gonna
call it
drink
a
this.
touchdown.
I'm gonna drink this shot of punishment booze and instantly try and recite something. What should I
Okay.
recite?
Star Spangled Banner.
That's a fumble. No?
Yeah.
I can't sing the Star Spangled Banner. Man.
Even better.
No. How about? Let's see. What's something you have to know by this point in your life?
Seriously.
That's a fumble.
Second
Well-
Amendment.
Second Amendment?
Yeah.
I don't know. Second Amendment. All right, here we go.
Gettysburg
Ready?
Address.
Yeah, it's a fumble. But it's where the spot is, so.
A well-regulated militia being necessary for the existence of a free state, the right of the people to bear arms shall not be infringed. Shall not be infringed!
Yeah. Happy birthday, man.
Happy
Let's
birthday, Johnny.
Let's have some chicken and cake and
Let's-
finish this
Cowboys,
guys.
stop pissing me off right now. And that was a touchdown. They called it a touchdown.
up. Oh. All
Fuck
right.
you, Judy.
Fuck you, Judy.
Fuck you, Judy.
Fuck you, Cowboys.
Fuck my Cowboys. Yeah, fucking Beasley, dude.
Man, what the fuck? Obama!